Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. Tell us about this, a tale of two, a divine and a devil, and only one has a happy ending. Fulfillment was the first card that came out. What is up, Galactic Golden Ohana? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? You may be experiencing a lot of fatigue. It's because an individual is desperately attempting to pry into your energy and siphon your energy in order to obtain wish fulfillment. Somebody is losing their happily ever after, their dream life, while you're walking right into yours. Somebody feels like you are stealing their wish fulfillment, or that you're obtaining wish fulfillment that they desire. Whoever this is, they were living the good life. The good life while being a very bad person. While you were living a bad life as a very good person. And this has swapped, this has switched, the tables have turned. You get this, the happy ending that is due to you. The happily ever after that you've been desiring, that you've been praying for, that you've been putting in the work to obtain, to have. So the tables have turned. You're getting this fulfillment while somebody else is losing it. And for some of you, this individual may be crashing out in your comments if you have a social media platform. It's like there were individuals anticipating some type of energy work, putting you in a position to be seen as a liability because you were supposed to crash out, have some type of mental upheaval, or be sick by now. Somebody may have even been attempting to put something in your food to have you react poorly, or have your system, your body react poorly to whatever they were attempting to have you ingest. And you ate right through it. It had no effect. May have had a slight effect, but not the effect they were anticipating. Relaxation, you straight chilling. You are relaxing. You're hanging out. You're knowing this. You know something's about to happen for you. Something big. I feel like for some of you, this is massive monetary means, like your tax bracket is changing. You may have a very positive outlook lately, like you just feel wealthy. You just feel successful. You feel like something has changed in your reality, or as though your reality has changed entirely. You are this professional game player in the Matrix, rewriting the Matrix, and you've rewritten a positive outcome for yourself. You've rewritten, it's like you took a distorted story. You took a distorted timeline and you rewrote it so that it would have the correct ending. So the bad guys are not winning. The bad guys don't get to win this lifetime. You get to win. And you're being put in a position where you get to help others win. They're furious that you have not forfeited. Thank you, DSB. Hello, Warrior Ohana, Warrior family. What is up, Galactic Golden Ohana? Thank you, DSB, for sowing into me, and know that you are receiving it back infinitely in all the ways that God deems necessary for each and every expansive experience you have earned, you have worked for, and you are aligned to. It is due to you. Seriously, thank you. And that is confirmation right there. That is a 10 completion. You've completed out old timelines to where you did the work in order to pull in new higher vibrational timelines, not just for you, but for humanity, this planet. This is waves of light workers winning, taking the positions that are rightfully theirs, while these demonic little deviant devils, these little roasted, derelict, demonic ducks are being demoted. They're being moved out of a position to where they were kicking their feet up and abusing this position, believing that they were better than others because of how they achieved this position, and it's being rewarded to you. It is a priority for your beginning. So you feel this energy. I also heard, can you feel the love tonight? They didn't channel me the rest of the lyrics, but some of you may be feeling very lovey, very nurturing. Some of you may have actually gained I won't even say gained, but you've been observed by a counterpart. Counterpart may have just stumbled upon you, or this individual is now seeing the true face of some karmic individual they were around, and they now realize that you are the true divine feminine, you are the true divine masculine. So you may be feeling this lovey energy because Somebody is like showing you a lot of love energetically. Again, be aware that individuals from your past may be trying to pull on you at this time and call you back in as a romantic partner. But I feel like this is pure energy, like pure love energy. Somebody now sees the truth. Somebody that was blinded before, but this is not an ex, even though they may be waking up. This is somebody that may have kept their distance from you because of the way that individuals within this demonic karmic familial unit or your lower vibrational karmic contract romantic partner from your past may have had others perceiving you with this smear campaign or humiliation ritual to sacrifice you that they were a part of. So an individual may have inner knowing. An individual may have kept their distance because of what they were hearing and the seeds that were being planted from others. They have now learned the truth about who you are and why individuals turned on you and why individuals were doing what they were doing. Oh, believe me, they're going to be in here. I told y'all, I warned y'all, the Agent Smiths, the musky muskrats, the rancid roaches were going to be in here. And I appreciate you. Thank you, moderators, for handling the Agent Smiths. But I told y'all they were going to be bent out of shape at the fact that they have not been able to affect you. And again, you were supposed to crash out. Some of these individuals in here have been directed my way to try and get a reaction out of me because some type of spell work was supposed to make me reactive and angry. And I was supposed to be freaking out online, being a mess. That's not going to happen. I'm kicked back. I'm chilling. Because I see them for what they are. Exactly, they're on crash out mode. They're the ones receiving these backfires. They're the ones that are looking absolutely diabolical in the chat. So, like I said, if you see some of these comments on your social media, just know they're Agent Smiths. They're individuals that are having a very bad time right now because you are receiving this wish fulfillment. You're receiving this happy ending, this happily ever after, and they're kicked back mad as a bitch. Mad as a motherfucker that you get to be happy. You get to be wealthy. You get to be successful. These little rancid roaches, they'll be scattering if they're not already. Over here just funking up the place with their little musky musk. So don't mind them. They're just bringing hateration and holleration to the dancery. Because what you don't see, look, we got restoration here. Wholeness, restoration, and achievement. You've achieved restoration. You got individuals, exactly, haters gonna hate. Haters should be your biggest motivators. If you're not doing something right, or you don't have haters, or if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. That's the same. These haters should be your motivation. Because y'all know the devil doesn't rob an empty house. If individuals are targeting you, they see the light in you, and their demons are irritated by the light in you. So again, acknowledge the Agent Smiths for what they are, observe but do not absorb, because this is what they're seeing. This is what they are watching you walk into. This is what they are watching you get to have. And these individuals don't get to be a part of it. They don't get to siphon off your energy to manifest. Again, only one of these stories has a happily ever after, and it's for the divine, not these little deviant devils. You switch this timeline, divine support. There is a lot of support coming in for the divine collective. This new timeline, they said destiny helpers coming through. I just heard there's a sweep happening for you. Sweeping out the old, making way for the new. Some of you need to feng shui or clear out your space. Decision and acceptance. Blessings. With the decisions the divine has made, with what you are receiving, they're saying be open to accept and receive these blessings. Basically, the divine is saying it's time. It's time for a new level, it's time for a new experience, and it's time for you to finally take up your position. So it looks like individuals have been moved out of this position and are also crashing out because they've lost a position, and it appears to them as though they lost it to you. They're losing this wealth, they're losing this lifestyle, they're losing this happiness, they're losing this love to you. You're getting love, unconditional love, partnerships. Your business is taking off if you have it. Your platforms, your social media is taking off if that's your soul's calling. Like what you are doing and what is deserving. Ooh, I almost said what is deserving of you instead of what you are deserving of. But yes, what is now deserving of you? What has aligned with you has now actualized. While these individuals are losing things that they did not earn, then they're not in the timeline to have. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. Yes, stand up, speak out. Share your story, share your gifts. Share what makes your soul sing, what you were put here to share. Splendor. We got enlightenment and splendor. So you got individual spiritual practice here that have gone to practitioners, that have gone to seers, oracles, in order to find out, gain some type of enlightenment on what you're receiving, when you're receiving it, or how the fuck you got this. I'm feeling like individuals are going, how? After all that we have done, all that we have paid for, all the attempts to bind them, how are they still receiving this, and how are we still going bankrupt? How are we still losing everything? How is this person still walking away from me? These individuals' lives are bad. Going bad. Just as bad as their spirit. Their reality is now appearing like their spirit is reflecting into their reality. Their reality now matches their energy. Exactly. Divine karmic law. Cause and effect. Well, yours is matching your energy. So again, there's only one happily ever after happening here. There's only one happy ending, and it's for you. Not these individuals that wanted to manipulate things in their favor by doing darker practices. By trying to bind individuals and were determined to steal individual soul stars, individuals' energy and destinies. They can't do this anymore. And again, prosperity. With personal transformation. This is life-changing money. That's basically what this means. Your determination is paid off, and they were determined to block this life-changing money and opportunities and connections from coming into your experience. You got a lot of individuals big mad, a lot of deviant, little derelict, demonic ducks that you have dusted off over here, crashing out, mad. Heavily upset at the fact that you get this. Like, some of you are receiving this before other individuals, and some of you individuals are going from riches to rags. And what do I mean by, like, you're receiving this before others? Is some of you had an ex and their family, or an ex and your family, or an older sibling, somebody that felt like they should have been the golden child. I heard cousin. Some of you, this is a cousin, maybe all of the above, that felt like if they all tag teamed you, if they all came together, they could take this from you. Because they felt like you were never supposed to get this far. You were never supposed to have this. You were never supposed to be the golden child. You got individuals that are upset at the fact that you made it out the ghetto. You made it out the slums. You made it out before any of them. And now they know that they're not making it out of where they're at, of what they're stuck to. And the reason I say stuck to is, like, they're only stuck because of it's their own energy. And again, I use like parentheses because they're not stuck. If they did the healing, they could get out. But they refuse to acknowledge the healing they need to do, so they continue to attack you. And that is why they're in this mess. While you did the healing work, you've been of service. You've been walking the path of the straight and narrow. And I heard a saying that I resonated with. It was somebody talking to a millionaire. It was a guy interviewing a millionaire. And he said this saying, and I don't know who it's from, but he was like, the walk, what did he say? He's like, the walk to heaven oftentimes feels like hell, and the walk through hell oftentimes feels like heaven. And what he meant by that is, like, individuals seeking instant gratification and doing this manipulative energy work, like being in this demonic energy, it was so pleasurable for them. At the time, they were able to obtain certain things, where the path to heaven feels like hell. Because there's so much you got to overcome. There's so many individuals and systems attempting to hold you back and keep you in a certain timeline and keep you in certain cycles. And you're just like fighting your way out of this hell in order to get to heaven. So the like walk to heaven oftentimes feels like hell, where the walk to hell oftentimes feels like heaven. A lot of individuals get tripped up because of the path that they are walking and the instant gratification they are receiving, and the things that they have been able to get away with until everything comes crashing down on them. And then they realize that they walked themselves into hell, where the hell that you walked has moved you straight into a position to move through the pearly gates of heaven. Paradise on earth, heaven on earth. You walked through hell to get to heaven, and it felt like hell. And Spirit says truth. You're now receiving fertility. This is your harvest. And a part of your harvest is a home for some of you, or union. a romantic partner. Some of you, there's a romantic partner that has gotten out of a relationship with a karmic individual that is crashing the fuck out on your ass. That is mad at the fact that this individual has now left them. That has broken all binding that was keeping them tied together. Keeping all binding. Or this binding, this strong binding that was keeping this relationship afloat. Somebody needed your energy to hold on to continually do binding on an individual they wanted to keep. They were doing strong binding. And this individual has broken out of this. For some of you, this is you. You just broke out of some strong binding. This is also the road to heaven, the road to destiny. You had to have a lot of courage. You had to have a lot of strength. And your strength and perseverance is being rewarded. It's being acknowledged. It's being applauded. Angels guarding the gate. We got walk away. It also took somebody a lot of force, a lot of strength to walk away from a situation they were feeling mentally entrapped about because of the binding that they were under. Whatever love spells an individual is doing or was doing has broken. Looks like this is a part of the truth that somebody is seeing. Ooh. I also heard, I don't know where this saying is from, but look towards the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. Thank you. Thank you for sewing into me and fur babies. I really do appreciate it. And know that you are receiving it back infinitely in all the ways that God deems necessary for each and every expansive experience that you have earned. And that is now being integrated into your physical experience as we speak. Thank you. I almost said seek. The soul seeking you have done has led you to everything, is what I just heard. You sought from within instead of without. You changed your inner world, which has shifted your outer world. We got Ten of Swords, confusion. Somebody's no longer confused about a situation. They have walked away. I found me. I found me. I found me. I found me. I found myself. So somebody that did some inner seeking found themselves. And they found the strength to walk away from where they were confused about this situation. Somebody was confused at why they were still in a situation. You also walked away from, you're marrying somebody else. You walked away from individuals that kept trying to confuse you about a situation to keep you a part of a situation. A part of like some type of conflict that you said it's not your problem. You continue to do your return to senders of intent and entities, and you did not engage with these individuals' antics. You walked away from the way that they were attempting to cast illusions over you. The way that they kept trying to provoke you and get a reaction out of you in order. You also walked away from something that was meant to make you very paranoid or fearful. And somebody else is now walking away from something that was causing them massive anxiety. And it seems like they're walking away from a relationship that they felt like somebody had some type of dirt on them or would use something against them. Maybe this was a threat that somebody made in order to get somebody to stay. But this other individual is taking this leap of faith, going, I trust my God. I trust my divine team. I trust my path. They're on the path of the straight and narrow now because they trust themselves. They have faith that everything is going to work out with coming towards you. Whether this is a business partner, a romantic partner, or a soul tribe member that is meant to connect with you in this moment. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. And I say, here comes the sun. So this could be, here comes a masculine energy. Somebody paid a lot of money for this confusion, illusion, paranoia, possibly even scarcity tactics. Whoever was paying for absolute menagerie in order to get this happily ever after, this backfired. They're losing things rapidly while you're gaining them. What did they spend 10 of Pentacles on? Like, what was this magic? Working together. Teamwork makes the dream work. This could have been a group. To hold, I just asked. I asked what they paid for. To hold on to a harvest that was not theirs. They were working with others to hold on to a harvest that was not theirs. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun for you, baby. They have to let this go. They can't hold on to this. So they paid money in order to have some type of energy work directed towards you so that you would experience this downfall. You would experience loss, poverty, suffering, like that you would take this on, you would remain in this timeline, and this individual would get to have something they did not earn. And this backfired. They tried to stop you from being you. They tried to stop your gifts. They tried to stop your forward movement. They tried to stop your star, your recognition, your healing. This was an attempt to have everything that makes you you and everything that comes with you, and this backfired. This sounds like a destiny swap. Somebody was really desperate, or a group was really desperate. Could be. I heard socialites. I just heard socialites. Could be network societies and organizations that wanted this star energy you have. Thank you, DSB. I appreciate you infinitely, and I bless you as well. Like each and every angel bring you what you are deserving of in this moment. Thank you for everything that you have poured into me and everything you've done for humanity. It really is very much appreciated. And Lynette, drive safe. Be careful. Listen in, but I don't want you focused on the chat. But I am feeling like there were elites here that were attempting to take your essence, your energy, and stop you completely from being successful and leading the sheep from the slaughter, leading others into their destiny, their generational wealth, into their opportunities, or creating new opportunities to where you would be a prayer answered. You would be a prayer answered. But I adore you, Lynette. I love you. I just want you to drive safe. So don't worry about the musky muskrats in the chat. I appreciate you. I really do. We got a Prince of Staves wanted to come out in the reverse with 2 of Staves. So this lets me know that this impulsive action that was taken, these immature energies, these individuals don't compare to you at all. What's a prince to a god? What's a princess to a goddess? And I'm not saying you are God. I am saying that you are a god. That you are a reincarnated god. You are a drop of the Most High Source within this realm. You are a goddess. You're in your god head. You're in your goddess head. You're in your god body. And these individuals wanted it for themselves. They wanted what comes with being you. They wanted everything that God is leading you to. Like, some of you have massive influence here, where these individuals wanted to use the influence that comes with your energy in order to be seen and worshipped as a god. They wanted to lead individuals to hell with the type of influence that's attached to your energy and your legacy, where you would be leading individuals to soul expression, their north node, enlightenment, the Most High. So you got individuals out here that kept trying to repeatedly do an energy siphoning ritual or a destiny swap. So they could have this beginning. I can't make this shit up. It fell right on magic. This is ridiculous. You have beat the absolute brakes. I heard TKO. You will beat the absolute brakes. You, your spirit team, your ancestors have beat the absolute brakes off this individual. This is somebody that, again, wanted to be seen and worshipped, or individuals, this could be elites, that wanted to continuously be seen and worshipped and looked up to and idolized. False idols. To where you have this natural pizzazz. I won't even say pizzazz. You are just an angel. You are a natural born leader. People are meant to listen to you. You are meant to be a guiding light in this realm and share your wisdom and your knowledge and help others break free of the matrix, the simulation, the hologram, and all of the programs within the simulation, within the matrix. You are a massive glitch here, and your energy keeps fucking up people's systems that keep trying to attach to it, siphon it, or swap with it. Your energy is encrypted. Divinely encoded and encrypted for this reason specifically, because I feel like this is not just a karmic familial unit and an ex. These are individuals with money. Specifically, one that wanted to hold on to a light worker was a handler to a light worker in some type of CEO boss position. Or this could be somebody that's well known. But whoever this light worker is, they were being handled. They had a handler. And this handler had connections. And you were exposing the truth to this light worker in this position that was being misled, being energetically abused and mishandled, and programmed to lead other lights that were looking up to them down a darker path. Could be a King of Swords here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This individual has now grounded the truth. So you were exposing to this individual that was being led. I won't even say led, they were being chained. I'm seeing like a goddess or a god with an energetic collar on, with energetic chains. That there was some type of Jezebelian spirit around this person who was using this person to maintain a certain lifestyle. This is like a master alchemist, a master builder, like an energetic architect. And they did not know that they were being manipulated in this way, to where every time they were around this individual or intimate with this individual was taking from them. And it looks like they may have had vices that started to flare up, like the urge to just be self-destructive because of who they were connected to. This person was being destroyed and didn't even recognize it, didn't even realize it, and you were placed in this person's path to save them. God has a plan for this person. The divine has a plan for this person. So you came up against a demonic deviant that only you would know how to handle. Because with the attempts that have been placed upon you to destiny swap, like all of what they had paid for, this is somebody with money. These are individuals with money that were able to go to unknown, like underground practitioners, underground occultists that they were attempting to use to combat you. You were the one assigned to this mission because you were the only one that would be able to do it. And it looks like this person that has been dethroned and removed from this position has made space for you to obtain it. This person gave up their influence in this realm to you. Whoever this person is, they not only have money, but they have recognition. And they're losing it to you. So you're really going to see, this is also like a wealth transfer. You're going to see things take off. Like it's double for your trouble. And injustice from the past has been corrected. So some of you are receiving an inheritance from the fact that this family failed to take you to fuck out. You're receiving something. It's like divine reparations for the tests that you have passed and the levels that you have evolved from. This one though, this was a level with a lot of dark elites that did not like the fact that you had this much influence over this realm and that you were awakening this many people. And God sent you on this mission because this individual was not moving from a certain level. They were not growing. They were de-elevating. Thank you. They said descending. Descending. They said descending. Thank you. This person was descending where they should have been ascending. And God had located the issue and who would be able to come up against this issue. So the divine had sorted through each and every light worker, seeing who would be the best alignment to take this mission on. And they looked at you and said, okay, John Wick, I know you've been through a lot, but what's one more enemy? What the high table? How about you take them on? You can do it. I believe in you. Like, this is you being assigned to another mission that you didn't even know that you were assigned to. But it was a part of what you needed to overcome and what you needed to integrate in order to be prepared for this position, with how many individuals in this high society, in these elites, in these darker occults, these networks and organizations would be after you because the changes you would be making on this planet, and how many individual souls you would be saving from the way that they were manipulating them. So this was, again, training, but it was also like two birds with one stone. The Most High was like, while you're training for this position, with how many elite eyes are going to be on you, I'm going to need you to save this person. You don't know that's what you're doing. But because you had fallen into the line, basically the line of fire, you had fallen into this person's sight, they began learning from you with however they were observing you. However they were looking into you. Again, I'm picking up this person may have been going through your TikTok reposts. Somebody was learning from you. This is not just energetically. Somebody was visually learning from you. And it was helping them break away from a handler Jezebelian energy, man or woman, that was draining them and basically energetically sacrificing them to the point where they weren't meant to make it past like 40 or 50 in this lifetime. Maybe even 60. I feel like they were not supposed to have a long life because this other individual was meant to inherit what this person had in being in connection to them. Everything that they had accumulated in this lifetime, this Jezebelian energy, man or woman, was supposed to acquire. And you got in the way of that. This person was already living a good life with the way that this individual was supplying things for them, but they wanted it all. They wanted everything that came with what would happen to the demise that would happen to this person. And you saved this person from a very short life. You saved this person from going down a pathway that would inevitably leave their legacy in the wrong hands. Wow. King of Cups at the bottom. This individual is very emotional right now about the fact that they found out they were being oppressed. So again, you had this individual going to networks, societies, organizations, anybody that would listen. This crash out Karen or this crash out Carter, whoever this individual is that was like, it was all supposed to be mine. Everything was supposed to be wrong. Oh, I said wrong. Everything was supposed to be wrong in your life by now, but everything was supposed to be this person's. This person is crashing out because everything was supposed to be wrong for you, going wrong for you. And everything is supposed to be going right for them, and everything is going wrong. This person keeps having things be exposed about this individual that has solidified their decision. This person's going through some horrible karma right now, and they're losing everything. And again, you're gaining everything this individual was abusing, including the gifts that have been activated because of what this individual was paying for. And everything that you have overcome. Again, if this is a network, society, or organization, 33-degree Freemason, 33 or Eastern Stars, these individuals, if you were ordering like DoorDash or Grubhub, these individuals would have people stationed to put something in your food that was really supposed to fuck you up. And you just ate your food and you said, ooh. What is that? What is that? Soldier Pain or something? Where he just farts out the poison? What is that? Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. Where he eats the cupcake that's been poisoned and he's like, ooh. And his stomach starts bubbling and then he farts. And his fart ends up taking out the person behind him. And he's like, ooh, okay, I feel better. This is basically what is happening is your body is alchemizing and Major Pain. Yes, that movie. I have not seen that, but I saw that snippet on my shorts on YouTube. Major Pain. Where these individuals really attempted to slip you something in your food if you've been ordering DoorDash or Grubhub or you've been going out to restaurants. And they were like, oh, this is really gonna get to them. I'm excited to watch their life fall apart. I'm excited to see how this fucks them up. And you were like, ooh, I might have ate something a little that didn't sit right with me. And you just shit it out, you farted it out, and you were fine. And they're sitting there horrified because this is return to sender. It doesn't matter if it was magic or it was something that was supposed to affect your physical vessel. The intentions of that got returned. So now somebody else is not feeling good. Somebody else is feeling like shit while you're like, ooh, I feel so much better. And this was an elite attempt to, again, affect you. To keep you from being this influence in this realm and to incapacitate you. Like you were supposed to be put down by now. And they're watching you exactly alchemize this. And turn it into something beautiful. So you got individuals that are like, you put it in their food, right? Well, yeah. Well, why is it not doing anything? I don't know. Like, you got people panicking right now. This is how you've been proven to be powerful. This is why you're receiving this happily ever after. Like, you've definitely earned it with how many individuals were trying to put you 6 feet under or affect your mental health to the point where you were in a crazy house. Like, these individuals really went to the extent of just being absolutely nefarious and diabolical, overspending money to try and keep you from this new beginning so that they could have it. And you really sat here and ate through it all. 5 of Pentacles, left out in the cold. Somebody is stressed about being left out in the cold because you're getting this victory. And their attempts to sacrifice you and transform their circumstances has completely blown up in their face. So again, any attempt that has been made on you, you shift timelines. You alchemize that shit. And believe me, they've tried. Again, this is not to put anybody in a state of paranoia. If this message is for you, you know, because you immediately felt something was off and you were like, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna talk to God about it. I know that I'm gonna heal because this is not where my story ends. This is not what's supposed to incapacitate me. So I know that God is going to assist me with healing. And you were healed. Or you are healing currently. And these individuals are gobsmacked because this was really supposed to affect you in a way where you succumbed to it. And then they could have everything that was meant to be yours. And you never did. You were never meant to be a sacrifice. Not like this. You were never meant to have your stardom, your light, your influence sacrificed and harvested and harnessed for the dark side. You were never meant to be a sacrifice to these individuals that would have used your energy to cause more mayhem here, more chaos, more destruction, more death. Like, they can't have what you were put here to do because of how they would distort it, how they would misuse it and abuse it. This is why you had to earn it. You had to unlock it through traversing these levels. All of this power was not gifted to you at once. You had to unlock it. Again, like I said, you had to earn it for God to trust you with it. So you did the work for this new beginning. And this little succubus, incubus energy is now crashing out. Again, some of you did ingest this. And ancestors are telling these individuals that wanted to win by any means necessary, they done fucked up because they're fighting on your behalf. Power. Your power has been exposed, and the power over your life with the way that these individuals attempted to have you ingest something that was supposed to have you crash out or supposed to have you put down, put 6 feet under. Now ancestors are not, they're riding. When we ride on our enemies, Tupac energy. So again, the only one that has earned this happily ever after, this happy ending, is you. And you're getting it while they're getting all the smoke. All the smoke. These individuals, I don't want to get too deeply into what they got going on, but just know if they wanted you to have an ending and it wasn't supposed to be happy, that is now their demise. That is now their ending. You get a happy ending, they get an ending. And ancestors are assuring of it. Again, your future is a priority, and somebody could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, third party, wanted to pay, doing moon magic to have your future that is protected. And now this individual is up at night because ancestors are running through their house like they Tomb Raider. This person is up at night because they know that if things have not ended for you and you have not crashed out, that means it's them. This individual is still attempting to pry into your energy, wondering why you did not crash out or why you did not succumb and why you're still stepping into this Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles status. Why you're still getting, look at this, back-to-back aces. Why you're still receiving this. Why what they paid for didn't work. Why somebody still sees you in a certain light. They feel deceived by the work they put in and by who said that they gave this to you and they assured that you ingested it. Wow. This is a lot of hateration and holleration in the dancery that we're not hearing because we partying too loud. All this hateration and holleration, how can you hate from outside of the club? You can't even get in. All this hateration and holleration outside of the dancery, we cannot hear because we celebrating too loud. This is a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, because this is literally your happily ever after, your happy ending. You get what you deserve. Law of karma. You get what the fuck you deserve. Karma. You went through a rebirth, multiple destiny rebirths for this. You worked your ass off for this. You saved souls that you didn't even know that you were saving that led to this. You went up against elites, organizations, and secret societies that were using everything they possibly could to take you down. You definitely earned this. And I almost said, somebody is definitely using everything they have to try and combat you. Yeah, look, I just shuffled win by any means necessary, a sacrifice, and oppression. Trying to bind you, break you down, and take you out for your soul star, for your destiny, but you keep putting in the work. They're losing this position. They're forfeiting anything that they took for granted. While you're Nine of Pentacles living your best life, while you're receiving it, they're going through an ending, the world, while you're getting your happy ending. And for some of you, it comes with love. This is also God's love, God's favor, the favor over your life with, again, Ace of Pentacles here. This is emotional fulfillment. And puts you in a new tax bracket. This is exciting. I love this. You know what? I'm going to be nosy. We're going to do some what's the tea. And see what the tea might be. Who's doing what we got going on? Screenshot. Getting proof, or getting evidence, proof, and facts. So this is Spirit saying that's facts. This has all been documented. What they have been putting out, what they have been doing, and what you have been putting out, and what you have been doing. So Spirit's saying this is facts. You get your happy ending, they get an ending. Played out, because it's over. It's done. This shit is played out. These people are played out, and they played every last card that they had. This impersonator, this copycat, who is a wolf in sheep's clothing, who somebody is moving on from, was crashing out, trying to find a way to use your energy for more clout, to continually live this life. And they're done. This person ruined their whole life coming for you, and that's what they're realizing now. If they would have just left you alone, they may have been able to handle the situation. But this person got obsessed with you, or this group did. They got obsessed with your power. They got obsessed with your influence and affluence. They got obsessed with who you are in the spirit, your divine rank, and they wanted it. They felt like it would make the position they had even better. This wanted to come out. The position or the, exactly, you're a star. The position or romantic dynamic they had, even better. They thought having your energy, they'd be able to hold on to this. They'd be able to fulfill their plot and their plan. This landed in the reverse. Caught a case. This is intimate infection, intimate disease, and rash. Seems like somebody disconnected from someone that was talking shit about you right on time. Or somebody has had something cured. They may have, what really solidified it for somebody, they may have actually contracted something from someone. Something curable. But some of you may have been speaking on this. You may have been sharing this on your platform, like individuals need to watch out. Celibacy is key. Somehow you alerted an individual that there was someone they shouldn't have been connecting to. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or that whoever they had connected with was a demon. And this has been exposed. Somebody cheated on somebody else. Somebody cheated on a light worker and then has been using love spells to call them back in. They caught something. They gave it to this light worker. This light worker cleared it up. It was something curable. But they have disconnected from this person. That was the final straw. This tower came crashing down because this person messed with you. Like, everything is going wrong for this person or for these people's lives. And people are now, light workers are now disconnecting from them. But somebody found out somebody had something that they had given to them and they had cleared it. It was something curable. But that was a warning. Haunted. This groupie is haunted. This groupie is possessed by the same things that they attempted to send your way. These elites, these societies are being broken down by their own conjures. Wow. You get happily ever after, though. That's the good thing. That's the positive thing. You get to live the life you deserve because of their ego, their desire for power. The fact that they didn't want to admit that the divine truly exists, that you are truly coveted by the Most High. They didn't want to admit defeat, so they kept pushing. They were determined to get an outcome. They were determined to destroy you and destroy themselves, coming for you. while doors that they attempted to glue shut have been burst open for you. Doors that they attempted to keep shut from you have been opened for you. What did I just say? Doors that they attempted to keep shut have been opened for you. You got Queen Rising. This is stepping into your power. Praise. Coming up in the spotlight. Yeah, somebody's having a lot of issues because I just got a lemonade ad. Somebody's having a lot of issues with their house. Their house is breaking down. But you're stepping into your power. You're praised. You're coming up in the spotlight and you're being given money. There is money on the way. Like I said, some of you are about to be in a new tax bracket because of divine reparations from past injustices that are being corrected. We got wasting time. Then we got boss daddy. This boss daddy, this boss energy feels like they wasted a lot of time with this impersonator. So again, whoever this light worker is, I told you this was like a boss energy. Just like you're a boss energy. This individual has now had the truth exposed to them on what was going on. And it's all because of you. God sent you on this mission. Always partying. They wasted a lot of time celebrating with this individual that was preying on their downfall. Or should I say preying on their death. Obsessive, I told you it just landed on boss daddy. Obsessive lover. This individual, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, karmic. This boss daddy now realizes they were with a possessive, toxic, karmic, a possessive, dangerous, unhealthy, toxic karmic. Who always wanted to party and now they know why. This individual may have been enabling like their drinking. Always trying to get them to do stuff like, oh, come on, we're at a party, we're having fun, we're celebrating. And this person started to feel the effects of being around this person and what this individual was always attempting to push onto them. It's like the more this individual learned and wanted to start growing, the more this individual would try and get them to ingest things, would try to get them to do things that would lower their vibration. Because y'all know drinking lowers your vibration. So whoever this individual is that is always partying, there's a reason. They needed this person's vibration lower in order to continually bind them and affect them or attach things to them. And now this person is breaking out of bad habits, overcoming bad habits, and releasing themselves from a connection that is toxic. And again, it's all because of you. God sent you on this mission against this demonic dummy. That's what this is. A Jezebelian demonic dummy who has connections to organizations, networks, and societies with the status and position that they have obtained and that they are in. And now you're being moved into this position because you know how to lead. And you could be trusted with what you're being given. And it looks like this boss energy really admires you because you stood your ground. With everything this boss energy has found out that this individual was doing, we got broke ass that just fell on this demonic dummy. This demonic dummy. This person going broke. They can't have no more money from this person. This person ain't giving them shit. Nothing. They have been cut off. Somebody is also going bankrupt. Again, you're being given. You're getting ready to receive. Well, this individual is being taken. Can y'all see? Only one individual gets a happy ending. And it's not this demonic dummy. It is not this